First of all, Max, thanks for writing this book. I found it very accessible. I do have to say that chapter 11 is approximately the point where I verified that you did use the word brief in the title. But nonetheless, even though it may not be
Touche.
technically
I've gotten lots of flack for that, rightly so.
I found it such an interesting project that I forgave whatever inaccuracy was in the title. So summary, this is the chapter where we arrive at the third great breakthrough of intelligence, that of simulation. And the start of the simulation is your neocortex. As you experience the world, your neocortex learns from your experience and uses what it's learned to make inferences. For instance, a lot of images have passed through your eyes and have had their impact on your visual cortex. When you're shown a picture that's only partially complete, your neocortex is very good at filling in the gaps. So your neocortex can do this even from very minimal, just suggestive clues. It'll generate a complete picture from almost nothing or nothing. And amazingly, it's the same neural architecture that's used across all of our senses to accomplish a similar feat. Simulating the world like this is not just a powerful ability, but there are some suggestive similarities in what we see in our own new generative AI tools. We've all had experience with AI that can learn from data and then fill in the blanks, either fill in blanks or go completely from scratch like DALL-E and ChatGPT. Even though these systems have strong similarities to what goes on in our neocortex, compared to the brain, there's some significant gaps in our generative AI toolbox. This is something that Yann LeCun likes to point out. Even though our existing generative AI is impressive in many ways, it isn't very good at interacting with the real world. A cat, for example, can plan a complex trajectory to jump on your desk during this book club meeting, and we're nowhere near able to do that with robots. So have we identified a missing piece of the AI puzzle? By looking at our brain, what if we applied a form of our current generative AI techniques, not just to words and static images, but to physical interaction with the real world? Could robots become as expert at predicting how they need to move their feet when they dance as they are at writing questionable poetry? Yann LeCun suspects that this is a promising path, and 2024 is a year in which Meta has kind of rededicated itself to AI with $10 billion. And it may be the year where we find whether this investment in that sort of AI will indeed bring these new tools to life.